I am Kesten Rono, and you're here for day 40 of our exploration of A Course in Miracles. Holiness, salvation, true purpose, true vision, big ideas. Maybe we can take these ideas on with ease. As we learned on day one, there is no order of difficulty in miracles. One is not harder or bigger than another. They are all the same. Let's let this process be that easy, even if we do not yet see it. All right, Principle 40. The miracle acknowledges everyone as your brother and mine. It is a way of perceiving the universal mark of God. The miracle acknowledges everyone as your brother and mine. It is a way of perceiving the universal mark of God. Okay, something about this process of miracles and everything that we've been describing for the past month is the realm in which the opportunity for everyone to be seen in equal light, with equal opportunity to wake up and see truth. This is the realm in which seeing everyone and everything through this lens of love, appreciation, and with open-mindedness, this is the realm in which this exists. The miracle acknowledges everyone as your brother. It is a way of perceiving the universal mark of God. Okay, we are talking about changing our perceptions and therefore changing our perspective to get a true vision. And the miracle is a means of providing us a level of perception where we can see this true mark of God, that it is part of everything that is, anything that is. Everybody somehow has this mark of God, being a son of God, a child of God, connected to God's mind, made in holiness, sinless, perfect, imbued with the power to create, imbued with the power to heal. What is it healing? Some misguided perception, anchored in the bodily level, anchored even deeper through this egoic principle, a fear of loss, a fear of death, as the ego itself will inevitably lose everything it believes it is creating, and it will eventually die as it is intended to do so in order for us to find true vision. We are imbued with this idea. It is inevitable that we discover love and truth. And from this lens of love and truth, with understanding, which comes with practice and time, so with understanding, with love, having existed unconditionally, in the name of truth, wearing the lens of truth, we simply see right through what we have been building with illusions aligned with the ego. We are allowing our perception to change in this process of miracles, acknowledges everyone as a son of God. If we are and they are our brothers, they too are sons of God. It is a way of perceiving the universal mark of God, allowing us to enter into some idea of perception where we can see a universal mark of God. That sounds awfully close to a universal purpose, the purpose of the universe. For us, we know it is to see things in our holiness, enveloped in our holiness, through the lens of our holiness. Something that we must accept through our direct link to God, which we can most immediately find in alignment if we are able to affirm this spirit identification, that there's something independent, although married to, this body identification, and entering into this process of miracles, transcending the body into the invisible, gives us an opportunity to perceive some universal mark amongst all people, a way of recognizing our baseline commonality, that we are created by God, that we have a universal mark of God, that we are all contributing to some version of a truer purpose. That if we have a universal mark of God, if we can see ourselves as sons of God, and if we can see our brothers as sons of God, that they too are imbued with this divine right to exist, to know perfect peace and perfect safety and freedom from worry, to create. That if we can see everybody, and likely everything, with this mark of God, this universal mark, then the meaning, what it is that we are and what it is that we see our brothers and sisters as, whatever that is fundamentally different than however we had been perceiving it before. The very nature of how we would define our brothers changes. It becomes aligned with some idea of God, being able to witness with true sight this universal mark of God. Whatever that is, whatever shape that's taking, we're just here being curious. We are asking questions, allowing answers to come forward, and we're trying them on. But if it's true that the way we are seeing ourselves and everyone around us is different, then fundamentally what they are is different. What their meaning is could be different. What their true purpose is in their best interests, building with truth, could be totally different than any way we thought we were questing before when we were creating goals, using our past as some kind of translator for what we thought the present and future had to be. If what it is, how our brothers and sisters and ourselves are seen, if what it is different, and our purpose is different than we've ever expected, seeing this universal mark would be some kind of nod to whatever it is that is the universal purpose of being at all. That somehow there is a foundational way of seeing a commonality amongst every single person and every single thing, that we are imbued with some kind of light made in the image of God. That's a very wonderful and powerful thing. To be able to see one thing differently, ourselves or a brother, is to see all things differently and their expressions of whatever the universal purpose of God is. What a wonderful step to be able to look across at absolutely anyone and innately see a universal mark of God in them through this process of miracles. To see a reflection of truth and beauty and perfection and love and abundance in everything around us. To instantly settle because we are instantly accessing a whole new perception, a different idea of knowledge. Nothing to fight for and clamor for meaning if we can see that meaning imbued in the people who are around us, imbued in ourselves. That what we thought someone was is fundamentally different with this true vision than anything we imagined that they were without our true knowledge of everything about them. That being able to see a connection to ourselves like we have with God inside of another person allows us some common ground that is closer to the heart of truth and love than anything else that we would be trying to find in relationship with this person. And because you do not know what it is like to have been me, and I do not know what it's like to have been you, therefore, even if you tell me your experiences, I still will not know what it felt like to exist in the present during those experiences. I may have an idea about how you are pulling the past into the present, which we are releasing through these processes. But in order to get to know everybody that I could ever see and not see the natural judgments that I would have for them just as a human being, is this person safe? Is this person a friend, a mate? Does this person need protection? Does this person need help? However, we are evaluating everybody in a natural process. However, that changes as we learn more about them and we adjust how we were labeling them, so to speak. They have a different meaning, a different idea to us. Whatever that is, that would take us an infinite amount of time with just one person for us to come close to knowing what it is like to be them over a period of time. That just fundamentally, it could be impossible to relate to everyone deeply in a fully meaningful way, even if we gave it our best. But if we could see a commonality amongst every single person that struck to the heart of our love and our appreciation and our open-mindedness of the truest thing that we've ever discovered, some ability to have appreciation for this bodily existence, and also to be curious about a spiritual identification, which could grant us a theory for how everything could be enveloped in holiness, how everything that is ever existing is a blessing of imagination and creativity divine by God, built in perfection. That we are not victims of our surroundings, that we are the sole contributors to exactly what we are experiencing via the miracle, the cause of our thoughts. And imbuing those with what we are, perfection and love, allows us to experience perfection and love, as everything around us, to the best of our ability, is an expression of the kind of person that we would like to be. Or we would hope people would see us as, at least, as we image make. That if we have the ability to enter into this spirit identification, to release the hold of the ideas that we've been having over anything and everything that we've been classifying as humans operating with our ego, just getting by here, trying to figure this out, looking for meaning. As we discover more meaning and understanding and truth, if we were able to see ourselves from this perspective, we could fundamentally begin to accept that everyone else has this too. That our miracle, that we are miracles, that we help God express love, that us, ourselves, our thoughts, these expressions of love, these teaching tools for us, everything that a miracle is, that if we can see from this perspective, we can see an idea of a universal mark of God, possibly reflective of the one true fact that everything that exists, if we are this way, everything that exists would also be made in the image of God. That there is some common idea amidst all things that we could be experiencing as a human that we fundamentally have a hard time relating to over time. And that if we could find truth at a glance with full acceptance of it, we would find a commonality amongst every man, see them as our brothers, see every woman as our sister. That this idea of truth would overflow. And our openness and willingness to forgive and love and offer peace and reflection would theoretically take hold with ease, because we would be able to see, perceive everyone differently than we have ever been able to imagine them before, as we are simply judging as we go around for our safety and opportunity, because it's an endless stream of things to organize and categorize, and an endless ability to relate to everything with full level of experience. So if we could see ourselves as creators of this totality of experience, and miracles would allow us to therefore see some universal mark of God amongst all people, we could instantly settle into a safety that we've been clamoring for by realizing that we can literally see and feel the truth of a universal purpose across all mankind. And we would likely be far more comfortable, far more quickly, we could even say naturally, habitually, to be forgiving and creating a great undoing, this chain of forgiveness, the atonement, when complete. We would be more readily able to offer that with ease because it would be so easy to see with true vision. The miracle acknowledges everyone as your brother and mine. It is a way of perceiving the universal mark of God. Lesson 40. I am blessed as a son of God. I am blessed as a son of God. Today, we will begin to assert some of the happy things to which you are entitled, being what you are. No long practice periods are required today, but very frequent short ones are necessary. Totally different approach. Once every 10 minutes would be highly desirable. All right, set your timers. And you are urged to attempt this schedule and to adhere to it whenever possible. If you forget, try again. If there are long interruptions, try again. When you remember, try again. Okay. You want to watch a movie? Try again. You enter into a long, important conversation? Try again. You're cooking? Try again. Let's just try again. Let's not look at this as shameful. Remember, if guilt is hell, what is its opposite? Well, my holiness is my salvation. Let's approach today's lesson. I am blessed as a son of God. Let's approach it with ease and just try again. Every 10 minutes, I am blessed as a son of God. You need not close your eyes for the exercise periods, although you will probably find it more helpful if you do. However, you may be in a number of situations during the day when closing your eyes would not be feasible. Do not miss a practice period because of this. You can practice quite well under any circumstances if you really want to. Ooh, I am blessed as a son of God. I think that there are already times where I could see myself actively neglecting this and then getting lost in some project. And I could see myself just excitedly getting lost in a project, being at the park with my dog or training a new dog today. 90 minutes flew by. 9 times I would have needed to say to this dog, to these people, I am blessed as a son of God. Today's exercises take little time and no effort. Repeat the idea for today and then add several of the attributes you associate with being a son of God, applying them to yourself. Let's just stop here. What are some attributes of a son of God? I mean, holy, insightful, patient, understanding, one who offers forgiveness, someone imbued with love. Perhaps they are perfect, even if we cannot see it. A messenger, a teacher, a mentor. At least in Christianity, Son of God would remind us someone willing to sacrifice themselves for an absolute truth. Here we are still talking about an idea of a son of God, eternal. Someone with a low time preference. Very funny. I forgot that I was supposed to apply these to me. Maybe you'll feel the same when you have to repeat these ideas. One practice period might, for example, consist of the following: I am blessed as a son of God. I am happy, peaceful, loving, and contented. Another might take this form: I am blessed as a son of God. I am calm, quiet, assured, and confident. If only a brief period is available, merely telling yourself that you are a blessed son of God will do. Wow. We've been having to focus on our upsets and unlovable thoughts, and through them, with them, announce our holiness, our salvation, our connection to God, that we are creators, that we are the miracles. Now we can focus on our happy thoughts, even though we've learned before that some of our lovable and unlovable thoughts, our fear versus loving thoughts, that they're all the same. That when we were evaluating our upsets, something that was merely an inconvenience and something that incited rage, were all the same thing. Illusions, perhaps. So maybe we're still playing with our illusions, but this is a very interesting exercise. We are allowing ourselves to separate a little bit from what we imagine a son of God is, and ourselves, which we are also announcing we are a son of God, taking this opportunity to just picture a son of God or the son of God in your mind and be curious about the attributes that would apply to this person, this individual, this idea, this entity, and then take those things and allow them to be applied to ourselves if we too are sons and daughters of God. What an easy exercise. If someone offers you a compliment, are you able to just say thank you for the compliment? Or do you find yourself brushing it off or getting shy or feeling that you have to compliment the other person or denying it? No, 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 you're the best. Here you'll have to think of the Son of God and all of the complementary attributes associated with them every 10 minutes for the entire day, as much as you can remember to do so, without shame, without guilt, without living in hell, with your holiness, with your salvation, your opportunity to see life differently, to think about those values that the Son of God may have and apply them to yourself. You'll have to complement yourself with the most complementary person, using the most complementary ideas that you can imagine. Will you accept your holiness from your own lips? I am blessed as a son of God. Please just say it with me. I am blessed as a son of God, or I am blessed as a son of God. I am blessed as a son of God. Then we will picture, I don't know, a handful of qualities and about a son of God and apply them to ourselves using the first person. So I am blessed as a son of God. I am studious. I am curious. I am steadfast. I am blessed as a son of God. I am made in truth. with eternal wisdom and permission to thrive. I am blessed as a son of God. I am quick to forgive. I know unconditional love. And I'm grateful to walk this earth. I am Kesten Rono. And on day 40, you are blessed as a son of God. Happy, frequent practicing, reminding yourself of all of the complementary qualities, the loving qualities that make up who and what you are. May we see this universal mark of God in ourselves so we may see it and share it with everyone else. See you tomorrow. Be blessed.